Ceramics Symposium 2009 at the Rex Irwin Gallery, and Gwyn Hanssen Piggott has co-curated this brilliant exhibition which we're about to have a look at, and there's just some marvellous ceramic objects surrounding us. This is one of my favourites. It's one of the only coloured objects of the show. Why did she choose this way? This is Sandy Lockwood, and she's a lecturer at the National Art School in ceramics.
Fabulous show, and I'm so excited to see ceramics all over Sydney. I am a ceramicist. I'm a junior ceramicist. What inspires me? I'm inspired by sculpture, I think, and natural shapes and natural forms, and anything that kind of comes out of the ground and feels very organic. Because for so long, ceramics has been part of a craft tradition, and I think currently we're really seeing it breaking into a much more acceptable contemporary art.
We'll ask a fellow National Art School student how she feels about the contemporary art world and ceramics' place in it.
Oh gosh, that's a big question to drop on someone.
What works here inspire you tonight?
Well, I'm a very big fan of Sandy Lockwood.
Oh yes,
Takeshi Yashuda, beautiful work.
Yes. Because of the corporal felt nature of the work?
She just has a real movement in her work. Yes.
Sandy's around the corner here. Excuse me. It's the who's who of the ceramics world. Sandy Lockwood, are you ready to talk? Okay, sure. Tim, Maddie, you're the star ceramic students of third year.
Yes, that's true. Thank you.
Tim's even got a bit of clay still to prove it.
Clay in your hair, clay in your iPod, clay everywhere. It's the clay look. My cat was called Clay because I grew up in the studio.
Really?
How do you find this show this evening?
It's really nice, actually. A nice selection of ceramicists, national and international, and I'm really excited about this show.
Which is your favourite artist here this evening?
That's a very hard question. Sandy? Yes, Sandy.
We're all vouching for Sandy.
We need t-shirts.
We do need t-shirts.
Anyone that's captured your eye that you haven't ever stumbled across?
We were just saying, Gwyn Hanssen Piggott.
Oh,
the first time we've seen her work in the flesh.
I get the tea set when I get married. I'll marry you? Yes. Aren't they beautiful? They're sort of a mustard colour.
Well, I just love colour. It's like painting, so...
They're just so delicate and refined, and I remember stealing one of her little test cones. Hi, Paul. Are you a ceramicist?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yes. And what do you think of the show this evening?
It's amazing. I'll have a look at it in a minute.
Yeah, we need to have a look properly. I always like saucy bits of information. Hi, Gwyn. How are you?
Really well, thanks, Emily.
We go way back, don't we? Mum was just saying, oh, but how can she remember you? You were 6 or 7. How did you make this wonderful selection of artists for this show?
Well, in fact, it was very difficult because there are more people making really wonderful pots for use, on the table than there are people, that we would love to have another one and show more, but we wanted to particularly show people who over time have been making work that is just beautiful to use.
All the works seem very sort of distilled and very, very refined, and they're all quite, they almost resemble the little consommé cup I was drinking. It was in keeping with that theme of just very meditative works.
That's right, although, some of those porcelain works, like the works of Sandy Lockwood, are very free in feeling, so they're not, and some are much purer But there's lovely, lovely work of Andy Shaw, the pasta plates dishes there. Also porcelain, and under the set downstairs, also porcelain. It's quite thick and strong, and that's lovely too. You feel you could use them, and it wouldn't matter if they accidentally fell on the carpet. They'd be so solid, because porcelain actually, that's why it can be so fine. It's very, very tough. So it's got all those qualities. So we've got people having very pulled back porcelain and others with lovely loose porcelain. So I think it gives a good idea of what can be done with porcelain.
And how would you say that this places ceramics in a sort of contemporary art field? How would you say the work has evolved since 10 years ago?
Yes, well, a lot of the people who make work for people to use make work in quantity over and over and over. And someone like Richard Batteran, that's there, has made so many, and he uses them in his kitchen that they become stripped back just by their very nature and use. I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy that there's such a variety of styles and such a variety of approaches, and still it seems to hold together as a show.
Well, I very much look forward to that tea set.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, Gwyn.